Hi everyone, and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. Today is Sunday, August 29th. Currently it's 74 degrees. High today is 91. Chance of rain 30%. With 82% humidity right now. No wind, and air quality is 55. That's moderate. The hurricane is supposed to hit, I believe, this evening, sometime today in Louisiana. So let's hope our friend Joe from Joe's Garden and Bees is going to be okay, and his family. Well, everyone in the path of the hurricane we're praying for. It's also Alabama and, other places too. But he's prepared anyway. I mean, he's got everything he needs. He's got 2 generators because this has happened over and over, in Louisiana. I don't see how those people, it'd be rough to put up with that all the time. Just trying to fix those. Anyway, I worked quite a bit in the garden yesterday, getting things ready for the fall garden. I still have to study on it a bit. I think there's a couple things that I'm going to have to grow or start inside. I'm not for sure about that. I got to read up a little bit more on them and decide what to do. But the majority of them, I'm just going to plant the seeds. Hopefully they'll do good. Just got to have faith that they'll, germinate and stuff. So I think the birds are chatting at me because I hadn't put any seed up. Like, hey, where's our breakfast? I really don't have it to do. Like, it's the end of the month, I watered yesterday evening. I might need a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, that one's dry as it can be. Doesn't take long for containers, especially if they don't have a lot of soil in them. It doesn't take long for these to dry out. So you have to water them more than the garden, actually. The little pepper's still growing down there, that green pepper. That one okra's doing okay. It looks like it grew a flower and then it died and nothing came of it right there. See? That was what was supposed to be in okra. So I don't know why it's not doing very good. Maybe because it's in pots, or a pot. Might as well finish this. Wait, fill it back up. Set it over here on the step so I don't forget. Yeah, I got quite a bit done. You'll be able to see here. All this area is ready, and if these are still growing, I'm gonna leave them for a while. There's so many of them, of the banana peppers. You can see there's still more blooms coming out. There's some, there's another. They're just, they're still wanting to grow. There's 1, 2, 3 right there, 4, 5, 6. So they've done really well this year. They look kind of lanky and everything, but they're still growing them. That one's leaning up against the trellis. And then we'll eat these, and I'll have this spot left right here. Then I'll have this spot over here. Ooh, there's a bloom. My stomach's growling. There's a bloom. Starting to get some more okra. There's one. There's one. There, that one's pretty nice right there too. There's one back in there. There's one right here. They're looking better too. You know, something was eating on these. I don't know what that is. You can see down here the ones something was eating on. See the holes? But they seem like they're not doing it as much. I'd like to know. See them. I don't see them. Could be the same thing that was on the eggplants. Maybe. Flea beetles. It really ate on this one down here. Look at that. Something did. All in all, they're not too bad though. They don't have a lot of holes in them. And I've checked all these. Not every one of these carrots, and they're just not ready. Not ready. They look nice though. The tops look nice. Trying to get it all back in here. Come on. I think they're liking the bird netting being off. At least it was kind of squashing down the okra there as it was growing, you know, wanting to grow. And these were wanting to grow too. You can tell this looks better here. And what's up with this one? I don't think it's going to fall or anything. It's growing funny because it was because of the bird netting. You see how it's turned this way and then kind of curved? That's why the bird netting bent it over. But it'll be fine. Here's a couple nice. I think these are going to be yellow right here. They'll be yellow. Here's a couple nice ones too. Those are California Wonders. There's one down in there. Hope it doesn't hurt it to be on the ground. There's some more blooms. And of course the big Berthas here. They have been really good, y'all. So this one's basically empty now. The eggplants weren't producing anymore, really. I got what was out here, and you know, we'll eat them or freeze them, and this way we're ready for. They wouldn't have done anything else enough to keep, you know. I'll have more productive things going this, but I'm noticing I can see the. I can see that peat moss in here. I'm thinking, I don't know if I need to try to dig around in this. That would be a real job. But this stuff, it needs to, I wish it wasn't even in here, but it is. And it's just not, I don't like it. It doesn't have any real nutrients in it or anything, so maybe it'll decay some more and be okay after so long. at least by next spring. Everything seemed to grow okay in it though, because I had to take all the plants out, if you remember, and then I dug a hole around. Well, I didn't take them all out. I dug around them, and then I put compost in it and some manure mix, and they grew fine. So maybe I'll have to do something like that if I still got some of that left. Put a little bit manure, a little manure on the top, or mix it around in there. But these okras are looking a little better since there's not stuff all around them, covering them up and stuff. There's a bloom coming out of that one. This one has one on it, an okra. I'm wanting to have enough to have a meal with them instead of just adding a few of them here and there. And everything looks the same out there. So I'm getting closer to being able to plant. I just want everything ready when I can. I'm gonna go in there today and read up on the seeds some more. I did a little bit yesterday. I need to look at the date till you're able to harvest them and see when they can be started. You know, a lot of them just say general things like start in early fall or something, or start when cooler weather, or they do better in cooler weather or something. So here's what these are going to look like, obviously. They're going to be a white ones, unless there's another one mixed in here that's different color. They're actually leaning against this that I left here. I couldn't get it out. It's stuck in the wood, in the stump here. That's like petrified. I came out here late last night. I had to put something in the garbage can. And I walked out here and all of these were bloomed. I mean, they were opened up. All of these, every one of them pretty much. But I already did a short video the other night on it, so I didn't do another one. It's not seeds, I don't think. There's some more growth in here. I need to save some seeds. They're not going anywhere, but especially if I'm gonna try to clear this bush out of here, I need to get the seeds. I just got too many things on my plate, too many irons in the fire all the time. So they say. Just like crafting, I like doing a little bit of crafting stuff. Especially I like making cards. But I only have time for it like in the winter when I'm not out as much doing things. You know, when I'm stuck inside, that's when I do stuff like that. I made some shadow boxes. I made one really. It's in the foyer. Y'all probably can see it when I'm sitting in there. They're fun to make. I need to make another one this year. Okay, everybody's okay over here. That pole's leaning. I mean, it has been for a long time, years. But I don't think it's loose. It's a little bit loose. Not much could be done about it though. One of our dogs we had over the years was a big dog, and we had a line going through here and had their, you know, the leash thing on it to where they could run back and forth. Well, it got wrapped around that pole right there and started pulling, and that's how it got bent, you know, leaning like that. Hey, that dog about pulled it up out of the ground. I don't remember which one it was we had. We've had lots of dogs in our life. Had lots of dogs, but only a few cats. And then I didn't, you know, I didn't think I would take to Kitty or she would take to me, but she's just been something else. I love her. Okay. These glasses off. Turn my tablet on. Oh, it's warm. Hopefully our AC unit will be here today. They're on wheels. I mean, well, it's in a box, of course, but you can move them around easy and stuff like that if needed, which we don't move it out of the living room. But if you had one, you could put it in different rooms. The only thing is you got to connect it to your window, to a, you know, the vent thing, which every room probably has a, you know, window. So I about got this ready right there. Okay. The thumbnail didn't feel like fixing much, and it doesn't heat the kitchen up as much if you use the stove top. So I just fried some hamburgers, and I call them hamburger steak that way. And of course there's lots of steak sauce. I love steak sauce on it. And those are the loaded mashed potatoes, the Hormel ones that we got at Food City. And the mac and cheese came from Aldi in the refrigerated section. And of course the tomatoes are from the garden. And what's for dinner tonight? We plan on, things change sometimes, but we plan on the Great Value stuffed shells. One of the dinners from Walmart. Great Value stuffed shells. It's frozen, so it has to, you know, you have to do it. Definitely put it in the oven. And salad. I don't know if we'll have any bread or not. We're trying not to eat as much bread. Get enough carbs as it is. But probably, I don't know, we might or might not. I kind of doubt it if we'll have any bread. Just a good salad. Okay, I'm gonna try to do this today, my taste test with Mike, and show y'all. It's gonna be a baked potato, and I'm gonna top it with some things, and then I'm gonna top it with some of the bacon jerky from Jeff's famous beef jerky, and do a taste test with it, and then I'm going to announce a giveaway in that. So I need to do that today. It's just, I'll have to make a baked potato. If I may microwave it, the potato. I don't like usually doing that, but I don't want in the middle of the afternoon to turn that oven on like 450 or whatever to do a baked potato for an hour and a half or whatever. I just don't, it's gonna be too hot. But I don't mind, you know, microwaved ones, but I would prefer, you know, in the oven. I think that's it. So we'll do today's tidbits. Put everything over here out of the way. Okay. Put my tablet off. Storms in Jupiter can be 560 miles tall. A study has revealed that Jupiter has a wind speed of 900 miles per hour. Whoa, 3 times faster than those measured during the strongest tornadoes on Earth. The research tracked molecules in Jupiter's clouds left by a comet collision in 1994. It found that the winds are strong enough to develop storms wider than the Earth, and it can be up to 560 miles tall. Wow, I don't think we'd want to live there. Talk about your storms. Be fixing your roof. What happened? Oh, okay. Lake Toba, world's largest volcanic lake. Lake Toba was formed about 75,000 years ago by a massive volcanic eruption on the Indonesian island of Sumatra. It's the world's largest volcanic lake, covering over 62 miles long and 18 miles wide. Though it was formerly a raging lava flow, now it's a lush Indonesian rainforest and home to several native animals like orangutans and tapirs. World's largest cluster of sinkholes are in China. Wow. Scientists discovered a cluster of 54 giant karst sinkholes in northwest China's Shanxi province in 2016. Karst refers to a landscape underlain by limestone and eroded by dissolution. In China, the chain of 49 sinkholes covers spans for a 1930.5 square mile area along the karst landform belt. It's the largest karst sinkhole cluster in the world. Whoa. I wouldn't want to build a house in that area. Swiss glacier covered to prevent summer melt. Switzerland officials are covering Mount Titlis glacier using polyester fleecing to prevent summer melting. Titlis has seen large swaths of ice disappear over recent decades. It is likely to melt fully within the next 50 years. The crews covered almost 100,000 square meters in the last few years. They covered nearly 30,000 square meters this year. Wow, that's weird, really. I mean, it's good that they're trying to do something, though. But I can't imagine trying to cover a whole mountain like that. Brazil loses freshwater resources due to drought. A report published in Map Biomas stated that Brazil, with the most fresh water on the planet, has steadily lost 15% of its surface water due to drought since 1991. Scientists used artificial intelligence to parse some 150,000 satellite images measuring the surface of lakes, rivers, and all surface water across Brazil. Oh boy. The natural hillside slides of Peru. Oh, I see. You can see people sliding down it. The Rodadero slides, also known as the Suchuna, are a huge rock structure located in Cusco, Peru. Rodadero and Suchuna mean slide in different languages. The names refer to a series of smooth rock channels that run down one section of the hill. The natural Rodadero hillside slides look like a massive glittering greenish-white oyster shell. Huh. Interesting. The iconic Flat Table Mountain in South Africa. Table Mountain in Cape Town is the most iconic landmark of South Africa. It was formed over thousands of years by river-borne sediment pressed together under its own weight and turned into stone. The mountain's tabular shape results from horizontal layers of sandstone exposed to vigorous wind and water erosion. Which is the world's costliest natural disaster? Tohoku earthquake that struck Japan on March 11, 2011 was a megathrust quake with 9.0 magnitude, making it one of the strongest quakes ever recorded. The earthquake triggered a large tsunami that caused extensive loss of life and damaged infrastructures. The earthquake and tsunami of 2011 is the costliest natural disaster in the world. Whoa. The Antarctic is warming rapidly. Scientists have found that temperatures in the Antarctic Peninsula would increase by 32.9 to 30.4.7 Fahrenheit by 2044. Since the 1950s, the region has been among the fastest warming spots on Earth. Increased temperatures will lead to more rain. It means less snow on top of the ice, which protects the ice from the sun rays by reflecting them into the sky. I'll tell you, it's getting crazy. And lastly, new exoplanets that can sustain life identified. Astronomers at the University of Cambridge have identified a new class of exoplanets, planets outside the solar system, dubbed Hylcean planets. Despite being hot, ocean-covered, and hydrogen-rich, these planets can support life, astronomers said. Learning more about Hylcean planets can help scientists find signs of life outside the solar system. And that's it for today's Tidbits, everyone. That's going to be it for this morning's coffee break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. Then hit that notification bell so that you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you later on doing something. Bye, everyone, and God bless.